Now, all of us want to be liked. I want to be liked. You want to be liked. Some are more obsessed with it than others. I have to say I'm not that worried about it, but nobody wants to be disliked, right? So how do you get people to like you? Well, there are lots of different things, of course, you can do. If you like this image, you might think that you can buy people's love and affection. Not sure how far you'll get, but hey, who knows? But there is a technique that relates to the image that you can see. That was actually told me by my colleague in Chambers, my roommate. So I really love this little technique, and it relates to the guy that you can see here called Benjamin Franklin. Now, Benjamin Franklin was one of the founding fathers in America. He was a scientist, an inventor, also a politician. He was also an abolitionist, which is great because he initially owned slaves. So it's great that he kind of progressed and evolved beyond that period. And the thing that he discovered was once he had a guy that was a bit of an enemy and a rival, and he was trying to work out how he could actually improve his relationship with him. So instead of trying to do the man a favor, he actually went up to him and asked him to borrow one of his library books. That was it. The guy was so taken aback that he said, yeah, sure. And he lent him the book. And just that single act actually led to them developing a friendship that lasted for years. And what Benjamin Franklin did was realize and observe. And he actually wrote about this in his autobiography. He said that he that has once done you a kindness will be more ready to do you another than he whom you yourself have obliged. Now, if we translate that into kind of everyday speak, it basically means that although your natural inclination, if you're trying to build a friendship, is to do that other person a favor, in fact, if you first ask them to do you a favor, you're going to build a much better connection that will last beyond that. That's pretty much it. And the psychology behind this that people have researched is effectively that by asking someone to do you a favor, you are signaling to them that you value them, that you value their friendship, that there is something of worth that you see in them that they have that you want. And once people give us that message, we automatically disposed to liking them more. It's kind of a counterintuitive technique. So I do love this. It's called the Benjamin Franklin effect. So the next time you're trying to build a friendship, the next time you want someone to like you, rather than trying to do something for them as a way to ingratiate yourself into them, why don't you see if they will do you a favor? Now, how does that relate to public speaking? Well, what I think is that most of the time when we are giving our speeches, we just think about how we can tell the audience something and how we can kind of push our message onto them. And of course, public speaking is very much about transmitting your message to theirs. But what that often results in is a passive audience, an audience that just trained to sit there and receive what you say without any real interaction. Instead, what I think we should be doing is trying to get our audiences interacting and engage. Get them to give you something, ask them to do something, whether it's to answer questions or to move about, whatever it is that you can do that gets them giving something to you. That way, they're going to feel that you value them and they're going to feel much more connected to you. Just a little technique that's related to the Benjamin Franklin effect that I think will really work with your public speaking and presentations. Loads more stuff on presentations and public speaking and all of that in my online course, Nail My Speech. Head over to nailmyspeech.com. Hope you enjoyed this video. See you on the next one.